Welcome po sa ating Building Your Future orientation. I will run this training for roughly about an hour and so. So very important po yung ating i-discuss for today. So um, focus lang po, no? Give your attention sa ating mga pag-uusapan for today. We'll be discussing about strategies, financial strategies that can help you improve your financial life. So you can take down notes, and if you have questions and about dun sa ating mga i-discuss, no, you'll be given an opportunity po later on after na ating Zoom training to speak with the person who invited you or with a financial educator para i-assist po kayo sa inyong mga inquiries. So for now, focus po muna tayo sa ating training. Okay, clear po ba yan? Alright, so welcome po sa ating Building Your Future Orientation Seminar. I'm Rayalyn Fabillar. I will be your trainer for this orientation. Ako po'y dating OFW na nagtrabaho sa Dubai. For good na po ngayon, no, sa Pilipinas. We are now based in Malolos, Bulacan, and we're also helping out yung ating mga kababayan dito na matutunan din how to handle their finances well. So we have our financial center here. I'm one of the executive vice chairman of International Marketing Group, also a certified associate financial planner. I've been part of IMG since 2012 po, no? So, and then from being a full-time employee and a full-time OFW, ngayon po ay for good na sa Pilipinas, and full-time entrepreneur, investor, and financial educator. So, enough about myself. Now, let me introduce the company. Sino ba si IMG? IMG stands for International Marketing Group. So, IMG is an affiliated organization of WFG or World Financial Group. It was established on March 7, 2002, and it is one of the biggest and fastest growing financial services companies in the Philippines today. So, ano bang ginagawa natin sa IMG? Simple lang naman po, no? We assist people who want to help themselves achieve financial security. So lahat naman tayo gusto nating ma-reach yung point, no, na masasabi natin that we are already financially secured, and yun po ang role ni IMG, yun yung goal for those people or Filipinos na seryoso, na gustong magkaroon ng secured financial future. So we assist those people. We believe na pwedeng ma-achieve yan through financial education, pero syempre, kailangan may execution, no? And also how to build a solid financial foundation. So, to be able to apply yung ating mga natututunan sa IMG established partnership with the biggest companies in the financial industry. So, kasama po yan sa i-discuss natin today, who are the partner companies kung saan pwede tayo mag-invest, pwede nating may apply right away yung ating mga natututunan to our financial education platform. So, we have this global campaign for financial education. So, we are determined to provide 30 million Filipino families throughout the world a financial education that empowers them to have a better financial future. So, we believe in IMG, knowledge is power. And we also believe that knowledge needs to be applied para magkaroon talaga siya ng effect, no? So, in this campaign of educating 30 million Filipino families, we already reached our 13 million mark. Diba? So almost nasa kalahati na, and we are positive. We are very optimistic na even before 2030, ma-achieve na natin yung goal natin. And then, the mission continues. Dahil marami pa naman po talagang Pilipino na kailangan nating i-educate. So the mission of the company is to help create wealth for families. So sa IMG, naniniwala po kami that no family should be left behind. Sa IMG, natutunan ko po na kapag ako personally natuto at naayos po ang aking personal finances, no, hindi po dapat manatili yung opportunity na yun sa akin lang. So, ang una kong responsibility ay ipasa yung opportunity na yun to the people closest to me, hence my family. Dahil hindi naman dapat ako lang yung maging financially secured, hindi ba? Mas mainam kung sa pamilya, also sa mga extended families such as our friends, yung ating mga colleagues, mga katrabaho, kung mas maganda kung yung mga taong lagi nating nakakasama, matutunan din nila kung ano yung mga natututunan natin sa IMG. So our belief in IMG is that many people today are financially struggling due to lack of financial information. So it's not the lack of money. There's enough money po para sa lahat. Pero hindi, maliit pa lang po yung porsyento ng Pilipino na marunong mag-handle ng pera. So, kakulangan talaga sa financial information. Kaya kahit may pera, hindi na handle ng tama. At yun po yung gusto nating tugunan sa IMG. our core purpose is to help end national poverty dahil yan naman po ay matagal na nating problema sa Pilipinas, hindi ba? So yan po ang ating mission at ang ating goal sa IMG, that finally with financial education and access to financial services, a day will come yung poverty na na-experience ng majority ng ating population ay mag-end na at liliit na yung porsyento ng nakaka-experience na, no? So we want to help Filipino families improve their financial well-being and upgrade the quality of their lives through the complete solution na tinatawag po nating Triple E. Ano ba yung Triple E na yan? Education, Execution, and Entrepreneurship. Ito po yung tatlong or kompletong solusyon para tayo ay makapag-build ng solid financial foundation. So iisa-isahin po natin yan. Doon muna tayo sa education. In IMG, we provide the right knowledge and the right financial strategy. So marami tayong naririnig na kaalaman about sa pera, marami tayong naririnig na strategy pagdating sa pera. Ang tanong doon, tama ba? Hindi ba? So in IMG, we provide the right knowledge and the right financial strategy. So bakit ba natin kailangang matutunan, no? Why financial literacy is very important? Tignan muna natin yung mga realidad ng buhay. The first reality is when it comes to securing and saving their future, maraming mabuti namang tao, pero bakit hirap sa pera? Maraming masipag naman, di ba? Alam mo yun, masipag sa trabaho, pero kulang pa rin ang sahod. After work, may mga sideline pack, pero kinakapos pa rin. Matalino naman sana, pero hindi ganun. Pagdating sa diskarte sa pera, no, or when it comes to deciding about financial matters, medyo kulang or hirap mag-decide ng tama. Bata pa, lubog na sa utang, or tumanda na sa pagtatrabaho, pero wala pa ring ipon. Teachers, engineers, doctors, kung saan titingnan sana natin, mga secured na trabaho ito, hindi ba? Pero bakit, even despite of having secured a source of income, hindi pa rin napaghahandaan, especially the retirement years. So many end up retiring without enough savings, even though these people don't set out to fail. Ang nangyayari lang, no, hindi nila napaghahandaan, kaya pagdating ng araw or especially pag wala ng trabaho, yun talaga yung ending, poverty talaga, no? So they do because they fail to plan and manage their personal finances. Maybe gusto nila magplano for the future, maybe nandun yung genuine na kagustuhan to manage their personal finances, kaya lang hindi alam kung paano at hindi alam kung saan pupunta. So they lack financial education. Second reality kung bakit kailangan natin ng financial literacy sa buhay natin is this. Many people believe that financial education is only for the wealthy. That is not true. Hindi po yun totoo. That's why mapapansin natin na marami po tayong iniimbitahan in fact sa ating orientation, pero bilang lang sa daliri yung tumutugon or nag-yes or nagko-commit. Why? Because nakalakihan natin or na-instill sa mind natin na kapag usapan about financial education ay para sa mayayaman lamang. Hindi po yan totoo. So many think that the only solution to financial challenges is to borrow money. Another belief na kinalakihan ng Pilipino na gusto po nating itama, no? Na kapag meron tayong financial challenge, ang una nating iniisip, sino bang pwedeng hiraman ng pera? Marami pong paraan para maiwasan natin na ilagay yung sarili natin sa ganitong sitwasyon na hindi natin kailangan manghiram ng pera kapag tayo po ay nakaka-experience ng financial challenges. Third reality in life, para sa mga kapwa ko po OFW, posible may mga nakakonect ngayon, no? Many overseas Filipino workers, this is a sad truth, after working hard for 20 to 30 years, they still end up retiring poor. Kami po mismo sa pamilya namin ay na-experience namin yan kasi galing na, bukod sa ako po isang OFW, nagaling po ako sa pamilya ng OFW. My father worked in Saudi for 20 years and after 20 years of being away in our family, alam niyo yun, pasulput-sulput lang na bakasyon, isang buwan, 15 days, maswerte na kung 2 months or 3 months ang vacation, no? After 20 years of doing that, pag-uwi sa Pilipinas, he retired as a tricycle driver. And I believe, hindi lang po sa pamilya namin na ganun ang istorya, no? So, anong nangyari, dahil hindi na ma-manage ng tama yung malaking kinikita sa ibang bansa, pag-uwi ng Pilipinas, wala pong nagbago sa financial life. Which is, ayaw natin sana mangyayari yun. Kaya, we are giving our best effort na to educate Filipinos, not only here in the Philippines, pero mga kababayan po natin, especially who are working outside the Philippines, away in our country and away from their families. para pag-uwi naman sa Pilipinas ay hindi naman po masayang or mabaliwala yung sacrifices na ginagawa nila, no, na magtrabaho para magkaroon ng magandang future para sa pamilya. Fourth reality in life is that ito naman applicable sa mga kababayan natin who are working here in the Philippines. If you save your 13th month pay or bonus, alam niyo po ba na sa Pilipinas lang may 13th month pay? Kung pag-aaralan po nating mabuti, ito po ay mandated by the government na magbigay ang bawat kumpanya ng 13th month pay para paghandaan for future needs, especially for retirement, no? But hindi kasi nababack up pa ng financial education yung compensation na yon. Kaya nang sa ganun, ang mga empleyado hindi alam kung paano i-manage yung 13-month pay. Based on personal experience as well, dahil naranasan ko rin naman po magtrabaho sa Pilipinas. So if you save the 13-month pay or yung bonus na nare-receive natin every December for just 6 years, can you imagine? Based on the power of compound interest, i-discuss din po natin yan. No? So that's all about investment. You could already have close to 10 million pesos in savings and investment in the next 40 years. If you sacrifice for 6 years, you could already change your life. Can you imagine? So ganun po ka-importante ang financial education. So in our campaign, to educate the 30 million Filipino families, we are using a lot of tools. And one of which is itong libro na ito, The Secret to Saving and Building Your Future book. Kung maybe some of you are connected right now, the reason why you are here kasi napag-sharean po kayo, no, ng libro na ito. But if not yet, at gusto nyo pong magkaroon ng kopya niyan, later on after po the orientation, please discuss with the person na nag-invite sa inyo how you can have a copy of this book. So dito po iikot yung ating orientation ngayon. So chapter 1 of this book discuss about knowing the basic financial concept. So financial independence not only a dream. Wala pong kilalang taong hindi nangangarap na magkaroon or maka-achieve ng financial independence. Hindi ba pangarap nating lahat yan? So lahat nag-uumpisa sa pangarap pero hindi dapat manatiling pangarap lang. So hindi enough na nangangarap tayo to become financially independent. It has to be a priority. Okay? So it's a priority that every person should aim for. So para ma-achieve natin yan, we have to learn how to take control of our future. Paano natin ma-achieve yun? By learning the following. Learning how to make more money, learning how to save more money, grow money, and to protect money. I'm proud to say na ang Pilipino magaling kumita ng pera. No? Pilipinas yan or sa ibang bansa, lalo na para sa pamilya. No? So making money, Filipinos are good in doing that. Kahit hindi yun yan tinapos, diba? Basta may opportunity na kumita ng pera, i-grab. Kaya lang, hindi sapat eh. May mga kailangan tayo idagdag para ma-secure natin yung future natin. So, after making money, the next things na kailangan nating matutunan ay paano iipunin yung perang kinita na yun, paano palalaguin yung pera na yun, at paano po protektahan yung pera na yun, no? So, bakit ba importante na matutunan natin itong mga steps na to? Because in reality, no one else will do this for you. Sige daw, try daw nating i-analyze. May kilala ka ba na kaibigan mo or kamag-anak mo na willing sabihin sa iyo na, o sige, ako magtatrabaho para magkaroon ka ng pera ha? Or akong bahala mag-ipon ng pera para sa iyo ha? Akong bahalang mag-invest ng pera para sa iyo para pagdating ng retirement, naka-ready na yung retirement funds mo? At ako nang bahalang mag-protect ng pera para sa iyo. Meron ba tayong kilalang ganyan? May kaibigan ba tayo or kamag-anak tayo or kapitbahay who's willing to do that? Most likely, wala, hindi ba? So the reality of life is that no one else will do this for you. Therefore, you have to do it yourself. And for us to be able to do it ourselves ng tama, dun pumapasok yung importance ng financial education. Okay, so sa IMG, matututunan natin how to build a solid financial foundation. So ito yung building blocks para masabi natin na ang financial foundation natin ay matibay. We can imagine na parang nagtatayo tayo ng bahay, no? Like building a house. So parang ganun din yung logic, no? You have to build it from the ground going up, di ba? So umpisahan muna natin sa strong foundation and then slowly building it pataas. So ganun din po yung kailangan nating i-apply sa pag-build ng ating financial house. So a strong foundation will result to you having sturdier finances. Ibig sabihin, magkaroon man ng financial challenges, hindi basta-basta gumuguho yung financial house natin. 'Di ba? So kung susundin natin yung every step, tsatsagain natin, darating ang araw, we can say that we have a strong financial house. Di-discuss natin yan every step. So doon muna tayo sa first two steps, no? So you should consider healthcare and protection as a priority. So yan yung first two steps, which is having enough healthcare fund and life insurance coverage. Why? Why we need to consider this as our priority? The explanation is very simple. Even if you save a few hundred pesos a month but have no healthcare and life insurance, it will not take you far. When you get sick, disabled, or die suddenly, your savings won't last very long. Ibig sabihin, halimbawa, inuna natin, no, investments. That's good. We have investment. You have an investment of 100,000. Sample lang. Good enough. Medyo malaki na, hindi ba? Kaya lang biglang nagkasakit. Walang healthcare fund. Hanggang saan naabot yung 100,000? Enough ba yung 100,000 para makapagpagamot ka ng kumpleto? What if ubos na yung investment mo ng 100,000 pero hindi pa tayo magaling? Ano ang mga options natin? Dalawa lang, hindi ba? Either susukuan na natin yung sakit natin, di ba? Kumbaga give up na lang, tatanggapin na lang natin na may sakit dahil wala na tayong perang pampagamot, or pangalawa, kung gusto talaga nating ilaban, mangungutang tayo para makapagpagamot. So patong-patong ang problema ngayon. May sakit ka na, may utang ka pa. So ang hirap bumawi, no? Another scenario is, what if the breadwinner of the family biglang namatay? Ang iwanan lang niya sa pamilya niya, wala siyang life insurance. Ang iwanan lang niya sa pamilya niya is yung 100,000 na investment niya. Pero may anak pa siyang 3 years old, 5 years old. Tapos yung asawa niya, walang, kumaga full-time, no? Walang trabaho. So, saan makakarating yung 100,000 na iiwanan niya sa pamilya niya? Enough ba yun para makapagtapos ng pag-aaral yung mga anak niya? Enough ba yun para mapagpatuloy yung paghuhulog ng bahay kung naka-loan pa or naka-mortgage pa? Or enough ba yung 100,000 para patuloy na makapaghulog or makapagbayad ng renta ng bahay? Makapagbayad ng mga bills, yung mga basic needs, makapaglagay ng pagkain sa hapagkainan, hanggang kailan or hanggang saan lang aabot yung 100,000. This is the very reason kung bakit protection should come first, because sickness, illness can happen anytime and we'll never know. Diba? So, lalo na kung breadwinner po tayo, no? So, getting long-term healthcare and life insurance are in fact the best investments. Now, let's talk about the strategies of the wealthy. Money talk tayo, no? Most people spend money and save what is left dahil ito nga yung nakagawian. So, akala ng karamihan o inisip ng karamihan, ito yung tama. You know what? Wealthy people, whenever they receive money, tinitingnan muna nila how much portion yung kaya nilang itabi or ipunin. And then kung anong matitira, yun yung gagastusin. Most people consider healthcare and insurance as an expense, while wealthy people consider healthcare and insurance as an investment. Ang major difference sa dalawang to is that yung understanding. Wealthy people, they understand yung importance ng healthcare and insurance, kaya positive yung thinking nila about that. Diba? Alam nila na kailangan, alam nila na malaki ang may tutulong sa pamilya, kaya hindi nila consider yan as a necessary expense. It's an investment for them. Most people work hard for the money. Diba? Lagi lang nag-iisip, ano bang next na magandang trabaho, saan pwedeng makalipat para mas mataas ang sahod, anong other source of income ang pwede, but wealthy people let money work for them. So I believe wealthy people are also hardworking people. Naghahanap din ng mga paraan paano magkaroon ng additional income. But the reason they're doing that, so that money can work for them in the future. No? So pinag-aaralan din nila at ginagawa din nila na ang pera ay magtrabaho din para sa kanila. So pwede ba ang pera ay magtrabaho din para sa atin? Pwede po. Part ng discussion natin ngayon yan. So the difference between the wealthy and most people is the way they think about planning for their future. Most people, very short-term yung planning, no? But wealthy people, long-term ang planning in life. 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, up to retirement. So nakaplano yan. And we can only plan if we have enough financial education, kapag alam natin kung paano. So now let me show you one of the financial concept in IMG. Natutunan ko po sa IMG at gusto ko ibahagi sa inyo ngayon, no? So we call it the X-curve concept. The X-curve concept ay sinasalamin po niya yung storya ng buhay natin, no? So kung susundan natin itong pattern na to, we can be sure na pagdating ng retirement years natin, we can achieve financial freedom. So YX curve, because it involves two lines. May dalawang linya po, no? Yung unang linya, we call it the wealth line, and the other line is what we call the responsibility line. So kung ipapakita ko sa illustration, ganyan ang itsura niya, no? So yung responsibility line is yung red line na pababa. Yung wealth line naman is yung green line na pataas. So ganito natin dapat pinipicture yung ating financial lines. Diba? So, throughout the years, habang tumatanda, dapat ang goal natin, yung responsibility line natin, bumababa. Habang yung wealth line natin, papataas. Okay? So, as we do that, life is very uncertain, hindi ba? Hindi naman natin alam hanggang kailan or what will happen next. Generally, there are two possibilities or three possibilities that can happen. The first one is, what if we live too long? If we live too long, it should be good news, di ba? Kasi blessing yun eh. Kumbaga, nabiyayaan tayo ng mahabang buhay, more time with the family, more time to experience life. So, pag hindi yan napaghandaan financially, instead of it being a good news, nagiging bad news. Kasi kinakailangan natin magdepende sa ibang tao, or even at old age, kailangan nating magtrabaho pa rin. Okay? So, may solusyon dyan. We need to learn how to invest para pagdating ng araw na hindi na natin kaya magtrabaho, money is already working for us. On top of that, or addition to that, is yung LTC or long-term care. Because at old age, during the retirement years, diyan mas mataas yung posibilidad na tayo ay magkakasakit. So ayaw naman natin na pag tayo may sakit, ibang tao yung kailangan magtustos doon sa ating medical needs, hindi ba? So pwedeng paghandaan yan ahead of time by learning how to invest and setting aside portion of your income for your long-term care. Pagdating ng araw, during the retirement years, magkasakit man, ay napaghandaan na natin yung para sa ating medical needs, no? Another if is, what if we die too soon? So this is very bad news, especially for kung tayo ay breadwinner, this is very bad news para dun sa pamilyang iiwanan. Okay, so dyan pumapasok ngayon ang importance ng life insurance. With enough life insurance coverage, hindi po ma-replace yung ating life, pero yung money that we are providing to our family, even in our absence, ay pwede pong ma-replace. Okay, so hindi naman sila may iwanan na wala talaga silang paghuhugutan. And the third one is, as we build yung ating financial foundation and as we aspire na mapaba yung responsibility natin, yung ating wealth line ay may mapataas, another possibility is along the way in our journey is we encounter disability or sickness. So dyan pumapasok again yung importance ng insurance and healthcare coverage. Magkasakit man, may enough na pampagamot. Okay, so let's say for example, just to show you, no, kung paano itong dalawang linya na to ay affects each other. Because every time po na napapataas natin yung wealth line natin, yung responsibility line natin bumababa automatically. Okay, so let's say our responsibility line is at 3 million. Sample lang ito, no? Tapos wala pa tayong savings, investment, and assets, so zero pa. Kung mapapataas natin yung wealth line natin, let's say meron na tayong assets, investments, or savings at 1 million, our responsibility line goes down to 2 million. Okay? Pag napataas natin yung wealth line natin to 2 million, our responsibility line goes down automatically to 1 million. Until such time, ma-replace na natin ma-achieve na natin yung financial goal natin, which is 3 million, ang responsibility natin zero na. So this is what we call financial freedom. Okay, so during the younger years, syempre nag-uumpisa pa lang tayong mag-accumulate ng asset, hindi ba? So nasa stage 1 pa lang tayo ng ating financial life. So zero savings, taas pa yung responsibility. Stage 2, kahit pa paano may savings and investment na, pero mas mataas pa yung responsibilities. Stage 3 is what we call yung mas mataas na yung savings and investment natin, pero meron pang natitirang mga responsibilidad, no? And stage 4, which is our goal, na-hit mo na yung financial goal mo, and then ang responsibility natin, zero out na, no? So bayad na yung mga utang, bayad fully paid na yung mga mortgages, tapos na mag-aral yung mga anak. Yan. So yan ang financial freedom. So make sure we all retire at stage 4. But not only that, not only retire, but stay in stage 4, which is financial freedom, no? Now, let's move on to chapter 2, which is choosing the right healthcare. So bakit nga ba ito importante? In the Philippines, a lot of sick people die not because there is no medicine or treatment available. So merong mga sakit na may treatment naman, especially with the advanced technology right now. But people die not because they don't have, dahil sa walang gamot, but because they don't have money to pay for this cost. Dahil napakamahal po magkasakit. So kahit meron sanang gamot ang kung ano man yung sakit ng isang tao, no, pero pag wala siyang enough funds or wala siyang enough na pera para pambayad dun sa medication na yun, so walang chance na gumaling, kumbaga, 'di ba? So kung meron tayong libreng health card from our companies right now, so that's good. Anytime magkakasakit, pwedeng gamitin. So baka kaya pa ng coverage ng company, no, to doon tayo sa executive. Ang kailangan nating isipin is that paano pagdating ng araw during the old age? Kasi libre lang ngayon from the company kasi nagtatrabaho pa tayo eh, hindi ba? The moment you retire or when you resign, nawawala na yung libreng benefit na yan. So ngayon, pwede mo yung gamitin, but the suggestion from IMG is that habang meron kang libre from your company, dapat pinaghahandaan mo na yung para sa retirement years mo. Kung kailan, wala na yung, kung saan rather, wala na yung libreng benefit ng company na pinagtatrabahuan mo. Dahil ayaw naman natin kung kailan tumanda tayo, dun tayo magtitiis sa charity ward. Okay, so a final test of a good healthcare. Paano daw masasabi na isang healthcare coverage ay maganda? Una, meron ba siyang pinoprovide na short-term and long-term healthcare coverage? Pangalawa, guaranteed ba ang renewal? Meaning, once approved at tuloy-tuloy ang paghuhulog, guaranteed ba na nare-renew yung ating coverage? Third one, does it have guaranteed savings and investment? Kumbaga, meron bang savings and investment component para mas lumalaki yung funds? And lastly, does it have life insurance or protection? So, hindi lang, healthcare lang ba ang provided or meron din siyang life insurance or protection na kasama? So, kapag check ang sagot dyan sa apat na yan, definitely it's a good healthcare coverage. Now, Chapter 3, understanding the purpose of life insurance. So, dahil na tayo sa healthcare, we'll be talking about insurance now. So, insurance is for protection should anything happen to you. While insurance is not a fun topic because of its connection to death, lumaki rin po ko sa pamilya no na hindi, bukod sa mahirap kasi kami, so hindi rin naiintindihan no ng family ko no ang importance ng life insurance. Lahat po yan ay natutunan ko na lang sa IMG. So hindi ito typical na pinag-uusapan sa pamilya ng mga Pilipino, hindi ba? So sadly. So while it's not a fun topic, ito po ay isang critical part ng financial strategy natin. So malaking tulong kung ito po ay ating maunawaan at may apply natin sa buhay natin. No? So most people have good protection on their houses and car, but few have enough for their loved ones. Di ba totoo naman, kapag bumili ng sasakyan, lalo na kung naka-car loan pa yan, definitely meron niyang coverage. Di ba? Masira man, maaksidente man, so kayang ipaayos. Bahay, kung naka-loan pa yan, most likely, meron din niyang coverage, no? So, IMG is not against that. In fact, isa yun sa mga tinuturo natin. Totoo naman po, dapat pinoprotektahan natin ang mga assets natin, such as yung ating mga sasakyan, bahay, business, di ba? But more than that, mas importante po na pinoprotektahan natin yung sarili natin. Because kung i-analyze po natin, our most important asset is ourself kasi tayo po ang income generating. No, it's very ironic na yung sasakyan at yung bahay ay merong coverage, pero yung tao na nakasakay sa sasakyan, naghuhulog ng sasakyan, at yung taong nakatira dun sa bahay at nagbabayad ng bahay ay walang coverage. Ang kailangan po nating ma-realize dito is that pagdating ng araw, kung tayo po ay breadwinner, no, bigla tayong mawala, hindi po kaya ng sasakyan at ng bahay na i-sustain yung pangangailangan or financial needs ng pamilya natin. So while it is important that our assets have enough coverage, more importantly, dapat po tayo mismo ay merong enough na life insurance coverage as well. Yan, mas matututunan po natin no, sa mga higher series natin. So we have yung ating financial education series. Ito po ay nasa e-workshop number 2, Building a Strong Financial Foundation and Proper Protection. Now, talking about Chapter 4, Managing Debts Effectively. Isa po ito sa mga talagang binibigyan diin natin sa IMG na discussion no, how to manage your debts effectively. So, ba't nga ba kailangan natin mag-manage na ating mga utang? Debt can turn into a disease. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng disease? Parang sakit siya na pabalik-balik, no? kung hindi natin matututunan na paano mag-handle or ng mga financial challenges or how to prepare for financial challenges, mangyayari talaga every time may financial struggle tayo, paulit-ulit, yun lang yung solution natin, which is to borrow money. So it could control your life, diminish your happiness, and limit your freedom. Totoo naman, hindi ba? Hindi ba masakit sa ulo? Kapag lagi nating iniisip, paano ba natin mababayaran yung mga utang natin, nagpatong-patong na, sunod pa dyan ay sunod-sunod yung message, yung tawag, minsan may pupunta pa sa bahay para maningin. Di ba affected talaga yung happiness sa freedom natin? So you can never be truly free until you are debt-free. Okay, so few tips to manage your debts. We have higher series about this, pero I will not end this orientation without giving you few points or pointers no, or few advice na pwede na nating ma-apply just in case isa to sa mga suliranin po natin ngayon. No? So, control your debt or debt will control you. One good advice is that to pay off your credit card debts in full and on time. Okay? Prior to IMG, ako po ay may credit cards din, dalawa. No? I didn't apply for it. I was working sa isang office at the time, no? So dumating lang siya sa mesa ko. So lack of financial education, I thought it's a privilege. So I used it, swiped it until medyo na mismanage, no? Dahil merong mga advices na hindi naman pala effective, no? Pero dahil nanggaling sa mga colleagues and all, I thought it was right. So I applied that. Ano yung mga advice na yan? Common nating marinig pagdating sa credit card. O pwede ka naman magbayad ng minimum. Diba? So, akala natin nakakatipid. Mali po yun. Okay? So, if ever meron nagbigay sa inyo ng advice na ganyan, or if you're doing that, just be very, very careful about that. That's not the right way to handle your credit cards. Okay? So, we have to pay in full and on time. Otherwise, magpapatong-patong yung interest. Until such time, hindi na natin ma-manage ng tama. Okay? Pangalawa, kung hindi tayo confident that we have enough discipline to use credit cards, we suggest use cash or debit cards na lang. Because with cash and debit cards, kung magkano lang yung laman ng wallet natin or kung magkano lang yung laman ng account natin, yun yung limit natin, hindi ba? So, nakokontrol natin or mas namomonitor natin yung spending natin. So compared to credit cards, kapag hindi natin minomonitor, minsan nalalaman na lang natin na nag-overspend tayo kapag dumating na yung bill at hindi natin mabayaran ng buo. Okay? Third, make a list of all your debts and pay them off one at a time. Kumbaga organize. Kung medyo marami ng utang, ang kailangan natin gawin is to list it down. Malaki pong matutulong yan no, in terms of monitoring. Lalo na kung alam natin yung interest rate. So alam natin kung ano yung mga unang kailangan natin i-prioritize or i-target na mabayaran right away. And at the same time, kapag kasi nakalista, wala tayong nakakaligtaang bayaran. Okay? Number 4, consider liquidating your savings and non-income producing assets. So kapag hindi na talaga ma-manage, why don't you try to look at your existing assets right now? Baka may mga sleeping assets, no? Yung mga assets na existing pero hindi naman ginagamit, hindi rin nagpapasok ng pera, hindi siya income generating, why not try liquidating that para nang sa ganun mabayaran in full lahat ng utang and then start building your solid financial foundation. Number 5, spend on necessities, not on luxuries. End of the day, it will all boils down to discipline. Okay, so kahit ganong kalaki pa yung i-generate nating income but without discipline, kumbaga bumibili pa rin tayo ng hindi naman natin kailangan. So mangyari at mangyari, mas matagal bago mabayaran yung utang. Minsan mas tumataas or lumalaki pa yung utang because of lack of discipline. And lastly, syempre, find ways to have additional income or to increase your cash flow. The bigger your cash flow is, mas mabilis natin mababayaran yung mga existing nating utang. Okay, so like what I've mentioned, ito po yung higher series natin dyan under our financial education program. That is workshop number 1, how to increase your cash flow and debt management. Number 5 is to build an emergency fund. So, itong fund na ito ay intended in case tayo ay makaka-experience ng financial challenges or emergencies. Kumbaga, mga expenses na hindi regular natin na hindi yung monthly expenses natin, such as biglang may nasira sa bahay, nasira yung sasakyan, di ba, may calamity. So, we should have a separate fund for that so that when emergency happens, di natin kailangan manghiram ng pera. Okay, so are you prepared for these emergencies? Ano mga sample ng mga emergencies na yan? Biglang nawalan ng trabaho, malaking emergency yan. Hospitalized for extended time, tragic death, catastrophes such as typhoon, flood, earthquake. No matter how much you plan in life, the unexpected things still happen. So how much emergency fund is enough? We suggest in IMG, save at least 6-month equivalent of your monthly income as your emergency fund. Ito po ay hiwalay sa investment ha. Ito ay funds na intended for emergency cases. Now, Chapter 6, saving the right way. You notice, hindi lang siya saving or hindi lang siya pag-iipon, saving the right way. May tamang paraan pala ng pag-iipon. Ibig sabihin, may mali rin. So, let's find out kung ang ginagamit ba natin or yung paraan ba natin para mag-ipon ay mali or tama. So, natanong nyo na ba sa sarili nyo to? I've been working hard all my life but I wasn't able to save anything. Where did my money go? Kumbaga sa Tagalog, ang tagal-tagal ko na nagtatrabaho pero ba't ganun? Wala pa rin akong ipon. Saka napunta lahat ng kinita ko. If yes, natanong mo na yan in your life, most likely baka mali yung saving formula natin, no? So, what's the wrong saving formula? The wrong saving formula is that once you receive your income, mina-minus natin agad yung expense natin, kung anong matira, yun yung sinisave. The thing is, ang expense kasi unlimited yan. Kumbaga kung ang pag-iisipan natin is, ang focus ng thinking natin is ano yung pwede nating pagkagastusan, hindi yan naubos eh. So ang nangyari, ubos yung income, walang natitira kaya walang ipon. Right? So this is you work hard for your salary, let's say 15 quincenas katapusan, no? Kung sa ibang bansa, every month end, di ba? So 30 days, you work hard for that salary. You pay the utilities, phone bills, lalo na kung naka-line pa, no? Siyempre, you want to pamper yourself, di ba? You go to the mall, papalamig, pero kahit wala kang planong mag-shopping dahil lakad-lakad ka, may makikita ka na kahit di naman kailangan, medyo mapapabili. Credit card bills, nightlife, coffee shops, dine out, designer clothes, gadgets, ang daming pwedeng pagkagastusan, hindi ba? So, kung ganito yung saving formula natin, yung salary natin nauubos na pupunta to these companies. So, mangyari, itong mga companies na to, technically, sila yung kumita dun sa perang pinaghirapan mo, right? Dahil ubos na sa kanila, wala tayong ibang choice kundi bumalik sa pagtatrabaho. So, most people will think this is paying yourself first. Diba? Akin namang salary to eh, pinagpaguran ko naman siya, hindi ba? So, ubusin. Dahil ubos na yung salary, walang choice kundi work ulit. Right? Kaya 20 years, 30, 40 years na nagtatrabaho, pagod na physically, gusto na sanang magpahinga or mag-retire, pero hindi pa kaya kasi walang ipon. Now, let me introduce to you yung totoong ibig sabihin ng paying yourself first. This is the correct saving formula. Once you receive your income, dapat mina-minus natin agad yung portion ng income natin, percentage of that, dapat tinatabi na natin agad for saving. Then, kung ano yung matitira, yun yung ating iba-budget for our expenses and dun sa lifestyle natin. Kapag ganito yung saving formula natin, babalikan ko yung slide kanina, hindi ba? Financial independence, not only a dream. Kapag yung ginagamit nating formula is yung nauna kanina, income minus expense equals savings, posible na yung taong ginagamit yung formula na yun, pangarap niya rin ng financial independence, hindi ba? Pero to complete yung line kanina, financial education is not only a dream, it's a priority that every person should aim for. Therefore, kung financial freedom ang priority natin, dapat sa saving formula natin, savings ang nauuna, hindi expense. Kasi priority siya, hindi ba? In fact, there's a better saving formula. We call it the prosperity formula. Once we receive our income, we minus 10% for tithings, we give back to the Lord. 20% goes directly to our savings and investment. And the 70%, yun yung ating babudgetin for our expenses. That's a priority, yung mga kailangan talagang bayaran. And then, lifestyle. Okay, so kung nahihirapan ka mag-ipon, use this formula. Definitely, 6 months down the road, you have 20% save up, 20% of your income saved up for your future. Okay, so this is the formula that we should use. So tingnan nga natin, how are you doing so far? This is the general formula, pero for sure magkakaiba tayo ng sagot dito. Pero just to analyze, no, where are you in terms of your finances right now? So the formula is the total number of years you've been working multiplied by the average annual income. Kumbaga magkano in average, magkano yung kinikita mo sa isang taon. This will give you an idea in your entire life how much you've already earned in total. And then pagbabanggain natin versus the savings that you have right now. So let's say you've been working for the last 10 years, earning 300,000 every year. Ibig sabihin, sa loob ng 10 taon na yon, may 3 million ka ng kinitang pera. Million na. But out of the 3 million, magkano yung natira sa'yo? Remember, it's not what you earn that counts, it's what you keep. That will make you wealthy. Okay? Hindi kung gaano kalaki yung kinikita natin, magkano yung naitatabi natin dun sa pera na yon that will make us wealthy in the future. Okay? Kahit malaki kita natin, pero lahat yun nagagastos lang, no? We will never become wealthy and we will never reach our financial goals. Now, usapang investment na tayo. So, focus. This is chapter 6. Understand how money works. Kanina, binanggit na natin yan, di ba? Wealthy people know how to make money work for them. So, paano nga ba ang pera ay pwede magtrabaho para sa atin? So, as discovered by Sir Albert Einstein, ito yung tinatawag nating rule of 72. The computation is very simple. 72 constant, ibig sabihin hindi siya nagbago, no? Divided by the interest rate, kung saan mo ininvest yung pera mo. With this formula, you will know the number of years for your money to double. Ibig sabihin, ilang taon bago yung pera natin dumoble. Yung perang ininvest natin, bago siya dumoble in value. Okay? So, I'll show an example para mas maintindihan natin, no? So, let's say, nag-open tayo ng bank account, savings account in the bank, you put 10,000 pesos. Si bangko, binigyan tayo ng, so just to give you an idea, no? Hindi ko kasi malagay lahat ng bangko, pero one sample of the banks that we have here in the Philippines would give you 0.25% interest rate per annum or per year. Pero sabihin na lang nating 1% interest rate. Okay? So, 10,000 nilagay sa bangko, binigyan ka ng 1% interest rate. Let's use the formula, 72 constant divided by 1. Kasi yun yung interest rate, di ba? So, 72 divided by 1 is 72 years. Meaning, at 1%, it will take 72 years bago yung 10,000 mo dumoble maging 20,000. Di ba? So, matagal, right? Pag mababang interest rate, it will take a lot of years bago natin masabi na nag-grow na yung pera natin. So, I'll cite one more example. Let's say, at the age of 29, you have 100,000. Ina-invest natin sa mas mataas na interest rate, which is 4%. Okay? Tignan natin sa 4%. We will use the formula again. 72 divided by the interest rate in this example is 4%. Okay? 72 divided by 4 is 18. Meaning, every 18 years, your money doubles. Kaya, at the age of 29, dagdag tayo na 18 years, no? 29 plus 18 is 47. So, 100,000 doubles becomes 200,000. Let's say, for example, ni-retain mo pa sa 4%. Di mo pa winidraw yung pera mo dyan. So, bilang tayo another 18 years, at the age of 65, 200,000 doubles becomes 400,000. Mas mabilis at 4%, hindi ba? Kung sabihin natin, sa time deposit mo nilagay yan, binigyan ka ni bangko ng 4% interest rate, sa tingin mo anong gagawin ni bangko dun sa perang ininvest mo? Do you think they will keep it at the vault? Tapos pag ready ka nang kunin yung pera, dadagdagan nila ng pera, yung interest, tapos ibibigay sa'yo? Definitely natin, di ba? Siyempre, i-reinvest nila. At i-reinvest nila yan on a higher interest rate. Otherwise, they will lose money. Right? So let's say si bangko ininvest siya sa 12%. Let's use the formula again. 72 divided by the interest rate, which is 12. In this example, 72 divided by 12 is 6. Anong na-notice natin? The higher the interest rate, the faster money doubles. So at 12%, money doubles every 6 years. Therefore, at the age of 65, yung 100,000 mo is already at 6.4 million. But out of the 6.4 million, ang makukuha lang natin is 400,000. Ang 6 million na difference, kanino to mapunta? Kay bangko. Why? Kasi hindi naman tayo yung nag-invest sa 12% eh. Si bangko. Sa 4% lang tayo nag-invest. Kanino yung kapital na 100,000 sa'yo? Who earns more? The bank. Simply because they know where 12% is. So let's remember this, people who don't understand how money works, they end up working for money. But people who understand how money works, they let money work better for them. Number 7, growing wealth through investments. Let's learn more about investments. So building long-term investment. Imagine this is you. You put your money in the bank. They call us depositor, di ba? But in reality, we're lenders. Kumbaga, whenever we deposit our money to the bank, pinapahiram natin yung pera natin sa kanila. In our thoughts, it's for safekeeping. Pero in their vision, that's capital to their business. That's reality. So yung pera din deposit natin, ginagamit yun ni banko to reinvest. Saan? Government securities, commercial papers, stocks and equities, retail loans, real estate. Now, kapag si bangko kumita ng 12%, bilang hindi naman tayo yung directly nag-invest dito, no? Let's say ang contract natin is dun, yung interest ng savings account natin is at 0.15 or 0.25%. So yun lang yung kita natin. Yung difference niyan is kita na ni bangko. Tayo po dito sa IMG, we invest in mutual funds. In fact, we've been investing in mutual funds since 2012 up until now. Diba? So sa mutual funds naman, ibang tawag sa atin, shareholder or investor. So sa mutual fund company, also reinvest our monies. Saan? Same kung saan po naglalagay si bangko, no? Government securities, commercial papers, stocks and equities, except for retail loans and real estate because hindi siya liquid investments. But the major difference here is kapag si mutual fund company, kumita ng 12%, tayo bilang shareholder and investor also earns 12%. Okay, so that answer, saan yung 12% na yun? Dun sa sample na pinakita ko kanina. One good example is investing in mutual funds. Doon natin makukuha yung 12% na yun. Okay, so do you know how mutual funds work? Yun lang yung tanong, hindi ba? So, karamihan sa atin, hindi pa. So, kahit naman po ako, no, before ako naging part ng IMG, nababasa ko siya or naririnig ko siya, pero hindi ko alam how it works. Pero I learned in IMG that it's easy to understand. So, just to show you a chart or an example, kung paano ba lumalago ang pera sa mutual funds. So, one of our partner company is Phil Equity Management Inc., no? So, when it started in 1995, dahil bago pa yung company, mura pa yung price per share or net NAVs kung tawagin, no? Net asset value per share. So, nasa piso lang siya per share. Okay, so March 4, 2022, pumalo ng 37 pesos per share. Can you imagine? So, kung titingnan natin, yung actual return, no, sa loob ng 27 years is nasa 3,498% or 142% per year. Meaning, kung no 1995, naglagay tayo ng 5,000 pesos, ang value ng 5,000 na yun, when it hit yung 37 pesos per share, no, is already at 168,465. That's how mutual funds. Okay? Money working for you. So yan, mas matututunan natin sa workshop number 3, which is building wealth and asset accumulation. Okay, we are down to the last chapter, which is understanding retirement and estate planning. You know, when you follow chapters 1 to 7, definitely you'll be able to build wealth. But what we want to achieve in IMG is not only to end poverty, but also to make sure we'll be able to build wealth and pass on yung wealth na yun to our future generation. Therefore, chapter 8 is very important. Paano natin understanding retirement so that we can prepare for retirement, and also estate planning para maipasa yung wealth na na-build natin. So do you know without proper planning, your assets and family may not be protected? Parang ang hirap no, no? Can you imagine, pinagtrabahuhan mo, pinag-ipunan mo, tapos dahil hindi tayo maalam about estate planning, lahat ng pinaghirapan mo, assets and mga properties and all, hindi pamilya mo ang makikinabang. Diba? Halimbawa, may bahay tayo. With estate planning, we will know who gets our home, who inherits all our bank accounts. Paano ba pinapasa or paano ba pinapamana yung perang nasa bangko? Di ba? Can you avoid family arguments over belongings and keepsakes? Di ba common na pinag-aawayan sa pamilya yan, yung mana, lalo na kung hindi properly documented. So pwede pala yan maiwasan. So do you have funds to pay estate tax? What is estate tax? How it is computed? So lahat yan pwede nating matutunan sa IMG, especially with workshop number 4, retirement planning and wealth preservation. By the way, congratulations. No? So, by simply attending yung ating orientation, so don't disconnect ha, lalo na sa mga first-time attendees. We have this campaign and protect, that's free 20,000 personal accident insurance. Libre po yan. So this will be given to you right after you finish this orientation. So you may also invite the people you care in the next orientation schedule so that sila rin pwedeng magkaroon ng ating free 20,000 personal accident insurance. So yan po ay didiscuss sa inyo ng taong nag-imbita sa inyo. Now, so just a quick recap. How to build a strong financial foundation. So starting by increasing our cash flow, providing ourselves with enough healthcare fund, life insurance, eliminating bad debts, diba? That's a termite na kumakain ng ating financial house. Create an emergency fund. So when emergency happens, you don't need to borrow money and you don't need to pull out your investment, and learn how to invest properly so that money can work for us. So we can help you build a solid financial foundation. Sa IMG, we bypass the middleman. This is you. Through the membership benefits platform, no, we gain access to financial companies kung saan we are partnered with. We enjoy discounts from the financial products that you buy, and you become your own money manager. You can DIY. So doon na tayo sa number 2 na letter E, okay? Execution. So we provide the right platform and the right environment to execute the knowledge and the solution. So right now, we have 63 benefits and counting. I will share with you some of the benefits. The rest will be shared by the person who invited you. Okay, so exclusive benefit number 1 is become a saver and investor. So as a new member, you will instantly have a 1,000 PDF savings account, which you can easily convert into a mutual fund investment. Okay, so alternatively, you can choose to consolidate it with Manila Bankers Products PDF, which is another investment. We'll learn more about that in our product training. So with this benefit, being an IMG member rather, meron ka na agad 1,000 pesos na funds, no, na pwede mong pang-umpisa ng iyong investment. To explain it simply. Okay. So pagdating sa investments, isa yun sa mga benefits natin, no? In addition to that is yung ating benefit number 30, which is exclusive to IMG members, yung ating free investment seminars. Posible that you don't have an idea yet how to invest in mutual funds or even in stock market, o yung binanggit natin kanina, PDF or premium deposit fund. We have yung ating mga free investment seminars so that we can understand how this investment works, how to open an account, paano kumikita yung pera, hindi ba, how we are protected as investors, di ba, how do we decide what's the right investment for us, okay? So, and benefit number 31 is zero entry fee on all mutual funds sold by Ramper. So, only for IMC members po yan. Ibig sabihin, wala tayong binabayaran na sales load. Kumbaga kung naglagay tayo ng 1,000 pesos or 10,000 pesos, the full amount is invested po, no? Wala tayong binabayad na management fee. Okay? So through these investments, pwede na tayong mag-invest to these big companies such as Jollibee, Ayala Land, BDO, Metrobank, San Miguel, PLDT, Globe, Meralco. Yan. Another option pagdating sa investment is stock market investment. Okay, pwede rin nating matutunan yan sa IMG, how to invest in stock market, how to open an account with our benefit number 32. And we will have access to sa ating investment platform, no, which is MyTrade by Abacus Securities. So access to stock online trading platform with free investment guidance, analysis, and updates. Okay? Pagdating sa life insurance, so as an IMG member, up to 300,000 personal accident insurance coverage. And benefit number 3 is yung ating 50,000 life insurance coverage with 24/7 Memorial Concert Service tie-up with Everest. So ito yung ating insurance starter package. Benefit number 29 is yung ating access to life insurance product services through Manila Bankers Assurance. So we get access to cheap life insurance because we believe po in IMG, no, na hindi naman kailangang mahal na para maprotektahan natin yung ating pamilya and to have an insurance coverage. Okay, dapat alam lang natin how it works and how to have access to the right products and companies. Pagdating naman sa healthcare, we are partnered. So ito yung ating healthcare starter package, no? So access to healthcare products and services. Our partner is Kaiser International. So they provide long-term, short-term, and senior care coverage. Benefit number 12 is yung ating free unlimited consultation for members, discounted medical services for members, and discounted medical services for immediate family members. Okay, so Yung binanggit ko kanina yung ating campaign and protect. So this membership benefit gives you the ability to offer as a gift the free personal accident insurance of 20,000 to your nearest and dearest you have financially educated. Enjoy this benefit and spread the security. And we also have access to this free financial ebook, The Secret to Saving and Building Your Future book. I would highly advise na basahin po natin ang buo, no? Although we've covered kumbaga summary of the book, pero kung mababasa niyo po ng buo itong libro na to, it will give you kumbaga good guidance pagdating sa finances natin. Okay, so we have yung ating free financial e-workbook which is magagamit natin dun sa mga workshops na binanggit ko kanina, no? So that's workshops 1 to 5. That will cover yung how to increase the cash flow, debt management, building strong financial foundation, proper protection, building wealth asset accumulation, retirement planning, wealth preservation, and then yung business training, which is workshop number 5, no, building a business in the financial industry. Okay, additional benefit is yung ating vision care. So, free IMG Kaiser frames, free computerized eye exam with multi-coated lens purchase maximum of 2 pairs per year. So, that's benefit number 15. Benefit number 16 is yung ating legal assistance program, no? So we have yung ating free legal consultation, 45 minutes per session, 2 session po yan per year. And should we require additional legal services, so we have yung ating exclusive members rate for IMG members. Then benefit number 32 is yung ating IMG Auto program. So pag pinadaan po natin dito, no, yung ating let's say car purchase, kagaya po rin ginawa namin. So get huge savings and personalized assistance and enjoy a hassle-free car purchase experience. Ito naman, for mga IMG members who are outside the Philippines or yung tinatawag nating international members, we have yung ating worldwide protection that covers accidental death benefit, that's 500,000 coverage. Burial benefit, 100,000 coverage. Accidental medical reimbursement benefit, that's 100,000 coverage. Coverage from acts of terrorism, that's 600,000 coverage. Unprovoked murder and assault, that's 600,000 coverage. And accidental disablement benefit. In addition to that is yung ating access to repatriation service kung kakailanganin po, no? Okay, so moving on sa third E, which is entrepreneurship. In ING, we provide business opportunity to help you increase your income. Okay, so that will help you build your solid financial foundation. It will help you increase your cash flow. Kung may utang na kailangan ng gusto nang mabayaran or ma-eliminate, that will help you out and build your emergency fund. So that will fall under benefit number 41, which is the opportunity to be in the financial industry. Okay, so in IMG, as an IMG member, you can own a business, become a financial educator, you get to help families, become debt-free, and achieve the income that you want. Okay, so if we help out as many people as we can, no? So ito yung mga awards and recognition that we can achieve as an IMG financial educator. So we have yung ating mga free travels, SUVs, watch, free HMOs. You can even be part of the world-class recognition, yung ating Millionaires Ring Club, no? So yan po yung mga recognitions ng mga IMG members who take part dun sa ating mission of financial education. So just to share, these are but just some of the recognition that we received since 2012 and some of the places that we were able to visit because of IMG. Diba? So yan, mas matututunan natin sa workshop number 5 and sa ating Fast Start School training, that's every Thursday. And more to come. Okay, so to summarize, with the IMG membership benefits, you become a one-stop shop solution to your financial needs. Tayo bilang member, you have access to trainings and products and companies about healthcare, about life insurance, investments, real estate, non-life insurances, or general insurances, and allied financial services. So what are the action steps? How to start? Syempre, the first step is to become a lifetime member. Okay, so that's 6,000 for local membership, which is para sa mga Philippine-based, no? That's roughly around 8 to 10,000 pesos for international members. And then we have yung 1,500 yearly renewal accreditation fee. That's every December. Okay, so you will have access to IMG portal. Lahat po ng members, may kanya-kanya po tayong portal, no? So kung saan makikita natin lahat ng detalye ng ating membership. Diyan din natin makikita yung ating mga investments, diba? Yung sa ating, let's say, we invest dun sa ating IMG Soldibo Strategic Growth Fund Inc. So, diyan natin makikita yung mga details. Kung nag-grow na ba siya, how much funds are already there. Diyan din natin minamanage, no? And then, yung certificate of membership natin dun sa Fidelity Life, which is the 50,000 life insurance coverage. After that is to attend the financial checkup. So, you have the option. You want to go for a one-on-one. We also have an option for a group financial checkup to see the status of your finances right now. Parang, kumbaga, kung i-analyze natin, para siyang health checkup, pero ito naman about finances. Then, syempre, our ultimate goal is to start a building solid financial foundation. This is the reason why we sign up. This is the reason why we learn, why we apply what we learn, because we want to be able to build a strong financial foundation. So, ito yung mga suggested namin. Ano yung mga, obviously, hindi natin kayang umpisahan lahat all at once, pero ito yung mga suggestion namin na pwede nyong unahin. No? So, one of which is yung ating Kaiser Long-Term Healthcare, because it's a 3-in-1 investment. It provides us healthcare protection, life insurance, and investment in one savings. Diba? So, one product, isa lang yung umpisahan. Pero sa solid financial foundation natin, tatlo agad yung natutugunan. Healthcare, life insurance, and investment. So, madali siyang umpisahan. Okay, so 7 years saving period, you wait for another 13 years. Yung tinatawag natin na extended period, no? So, in total, 20 years in total. On the 20th year, so matured na yung policy, ready na for your retirement, hindi ba? So, it's a direct answer to your X-curve, kumbaga. What if we die too soon? So, it provides insurance. What if we live too long? It provides investment and long-term healthcare. Okay? Next is, syempre, to protect our family. Di ba? We can do that by starting naman yung ating savings sa ating most 18 or most GRP. So, depende kung nasa Pilipinas tayo or nasa ibang bansa. So, ito naman 2-in-1 product siya, no? Life insurance plus investment. So, most 18 is the most affordable 18-year term insurance with PDF. PDF is the investment component or yung premium deposit fund, no? So, PDF offers a very competitive rate of return with zero negative and zero charges. So PDF can be withdrawn anytime. Premium that will fall due may be deducted from the PDF. This also provides yung accidental death benefit. So may mga rider siya, no? Yung mga rider nito is accidental death benefit, terminal illness benefit, critical illness benefit, and payer's death and disability benefit para sa mga minors. Next is syempre to invest regularly in your stocks and mutual funds. So yung binanggit ko na kanina, zero load forever po tayo sa IMG. Hindi tayo nagbabayad ng sales load. So that's an exclusive benefit for us. Okay? And action step number 4 is to take part dun sa ating campaign and become a financial educator. No? So learn how to become a financial educator and earn lifetime royalty income by helping families. With IMG Advantage, with these powerful membership benefits, you can build your financial foundation faster. Kasi nandyan na yung education, nandyan na yung access, nandyan na yung mga discounts, nandyan yung mentoring. All you have to do is just to take action now. Diba? To control your future. The future is in your hands. If you want to be wealthy, don't let other people do it for you. You have to DIY. Do it yourself. Become your own money manager, understand how money works, and make money work better for you. Sabi nga ni Sir Bill Gates, no, one of the richest man in the world, if you're born poor, it's not your mistake. Di natin choice yun eh, di ba? Kung paano tayo papanganak, mayaman ba or mahirap. But if you die poor, it's already your mistake. Kasi choice na natin yun. Right? So regardless kung ano yung naging starting point natin, mayaman or mahirap, it's within our power and within our choice paano yun mai-improve at paano yun mababago. Okay? So the question here is after nyo mapakinggan yung orientation natin ngayon, after nyo matutunan lahat ng pwede nyo matutunan, what will be your decision? Because this can be a turning point to your financial life if you decide to take action. Okay? So that's the end po na ating orientation. I'm sure marami po kayong natutunan. Again, I'm Raylene Fabillar, proud member of International Marketing Group. So, talk to the person or page admin mo na nag-assist sa inyo para makakonect dito. Para sa inyong mga katanungan or klarifikasyon, sila po ay naghanda ng separate Zoom meeting session para sa inyo. Maraming salamat po. God bless everyone.